Hello guys, welcome back to Poli channel. This video I want to share about Global App update for 30 September 2022 maintenance update. But be noticed, all content on this Global App video was recorded on Global App server. So this is all content that will update on our live server in future. And mostly all this update will implement on Korea live server for next maintenance update. And following outside Korea server, if they already feel this content already ready to release outside Korea server globally. Okay, to enjoy watch my video, make sure you turn on this video subtitle, and also you can use timestamp that I already provide to go to target topic that you want. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notification to get any update and guide on Black Desert World. Okay, let's start this video content using any feature that I provide. Okay, this is official website for Global App update at 30 September 2022. First feature improvement about Elvia ROM server structure. As they already mentioned previously, they will restructure this Elvia ROM server to become parallel server with any normal server. So in future, after this update live to our live server, if you play to any server on Black Desert World, you can see this icon on top right of your screen. This is icon to enter Elvia ROM server. And if you click this icon, this screen will appear that will reconfirm you to enter Elvia ROM server. And if you click enter, your character will casting for 10 seconds before entering Elvia ROM server. And after you entering this Elvia ROM server, this animation will appear like you entering private monster zone or Marnie secret room. But take notice, this Elvia ROM still open world, so you still can meet any other player when you entering Elvia ROM server. And to exit Elvia ROM server, you just need to click again icon on top right of your screen and confirm to exit Elvia ROM server. And then your character will cast 10-second casting time to leave Elvia ROM server. And when I try it on Global App server, when you want to enter or leave this Elvia ROM server, and as you can see, when I got hit by any monster while casting this transition, this casting still not interrupted. And when this casting time is finished, I just leave this Elvia ROM server. But you still can cancel this casting time to switch to Elvia ROM server by moving your character while casting. But I think interruption while you casting to go to Elvia ROM server, this is still buggy on Global App server, because on this official website they mention if you receive status attack while synchronizing with Elvia energy, the synchronization will cancel and you will not be able to move to Elvia ROM. So make sure you didn't get any interruption when you casting to enter or leave Elvia ROM server when this update implement to our live server in future. And next about class balancing. On this week Global App update, there are so much class balancing that they just announced. There are some improvement for all class. First, they just announced new skill to get additional weight limit permanently for each of your character by using large amount of skill point. As you can see, this is the passive skill strength improvement that you can level up until 10 level to get additional maximum character weight limit permanently by spending large amount of skill point. The more level for this passive skill, the more skill point that you need to level it up, but number maximum weight limit that you can get from your character will reduce the more level from this skill you level up. As you can see, when I check my ranger on Global App server and just scroll down my skill page, this is passive skill to increase your maximum character weight limit, and requirement to level up this skill, you need character level 60 or higher. And when I level up this skill one by one, this skill requirement still same, that you can learn this skill until level 10 that require level 60. But skill point that you need to level up this skill will become more higher the more level skill that you have. And as you can see, after I learn all this skill until level 10, my ranger character maximum weight limit become 3341. And when I unlearn this skill, my ranger maximum character weight limit become 3191. So when I calculate the range, this skill will give you additional 150 LT if you learn this skill until level 10. And to learn this skill until level 10, you need 1500 skill point from your character. So this skill is recommended to level up if you have leftover skill point from your character. At least you can use any leftover skill point from any of your character in your account, especially for side character that require less skill point to learn or her skill. And any leftover skill point from your character, you can use it to increase your character weight limit by 150 point. And next about improvement for Black Spirit rates, especially when you consuming 50%, 25%, and 10% Black Spirit rates. In future, for 50% Black Spirit rates consumption, that skill will give you additional buff buff for all AP plus 30 and also plus 25% attack or casting speed for 30 seconds. And for 25% Black Spirit Rage consumption, if you activate this skill, you will get additional buff all AP plus 30 and also plus 25% attack speed for 15 seconds. But take notice, for 25% Black Spirit Rage consumption, there are some balancing for some class like Warrior, Sage, Tamer, Warrior, Mehwa, Berserker, Ranger, Sorceress, and Guardian. And for more detail for each class, you can check on this list for more detail for each class when using this 25% Black Spirit Rage skill. And last, when you consuming 10% Black Spirit Rage skill, you will get all AP plus 30 and 25% increase attack and casting speed for 6 seconds only. So all this buff for Black Spirit Rage consumption still same, but just different for its duration. The more percentage Black Spirit Rage that you consume, the longer duration for this buff effect to get additional attack power plus 30 and also plus 25% attack and casting speed. Okay, next about focus class balancing for each class. First, for Warrior class. For Warrior Succession, they just fix all defense status to be applied immediately when you start using that specific skill. And also duration for this defensive buff will increase from 10 seconds to become 20 seconds. And also duration for defense status after being attacked also will increase from 5 seconds to become 10 seconds. And then another flow skill for Warrior Succession. For these two skill, they will fix this skill buff, especially for its duration that will refresh when you reuse this skill. So your defensive buff will refresh every time when you using this skill. And next for Warrior Awakening, especially for this flow skill, they just unify damage from this skill that previously spared for PvP and PvE to become unified either PvE and PvP. So this is buff for this skill, especially for PvP damage. And then for Black Spirit skill Awakening Warrior, they just fix some issue for HP recovery effect when using this skill, and also fix the issue for this attack range that previously narrow than before when you combo it with another skill. And also for another Black Spirit skill for Awakening Warrior, they also fix all this issue for any Black Spirit skill for Warrior Awakening. And next for Ranger class. For Ranger main skill or Succession, they just add new skill, especially for Succession skill. If you using Succession Ranger and learn this skill, you can use this skill while in cooldown when you using Ranger Succession stance. And movement distance when you using this skill will be increased if you using Ranger Succession. As you can see, when I try this skill on Global Lab server, when I try on my Ranger Succession and when I using this skill, my Ranger become more agile than before. That you can use this skill continuously by pressing Shift and A or D button, and you can use this skill continuously until your Ranger stamina is depleted. And then for another Succession skill, they just fix some issue for this skill to become applied as mentioned on its skill description. And also for this Succession skill, they just reduce stamina consumption from 250 to become 200 point only, and also move distance for this skill will be increased. And then for this flow skill, they just make animation for this skill to become more faster than before. And then for this skill, they just fix some issue for this skill description, and I think this is not a big deal. And then for this 3 Succession skill, they just fix some issue to become uninterrupted when you using this skill. And then for this flow skill, they just increase duration for this buff when you didn't need to use stamina consumption while sprinting from 10 seconds only to become 30 seconds. So this is 3 times more longer than before when you using this E buff on Ranger Succession. And then for this skill, they just add the buff for target for 25% movement speed reduction when you success to hit target using this skill. And next for Ranger Awakening, they just remove buff all DP plus 10 for 10 seconds when using this skill. So this is bit nerf for this skill. And then they just fix some issue for these 2 skill. And same as Ranger Succession, they also increase duration for this buff when you didn't need stamina for sprinting when the skill buff is active from 10 seconds to become 30 second duration. So this is 3 times duration than before. And then for this skill, they just add plus 15 DP when using this skill, and then fix some issue for this skill. And then for Ranger Awakening Black Spirit Red skill, they also fix some issue for this skill, but I think this is not a big deal because they just fix some issue for this skill to become same as skill description. And next for Sorceress class, for Sorceress Succession, they just add new skill that you can activate it by move forward or backward and then pressing F. That this new Sorceress Succession skill have animation like this as shown on this clip, and this skill have cooldown 6 seconds and enable to use this skill while during cooldown. And when you using this skill, you will get forward guard, and any target who got this skill will get knockback, but for PvE only. And for PvP, target will get knocked down when got attacked from its front as shown on this video clip. And then for the Sorceress succession skill, they will change this skill to become range attack, and because of this, animation from this skill will be changed to become like this as shown on the screen. And because of this change, skill effect from this skill also will change. For its hit will reduce to become 6 hit but will have higher damage than before. And also critical hit chance, they will reduce it from 100% to become 25% only, but hit rate from this skill will be increased to become plus 10%, and PvP damage reduction, they will increase it 0.1% to become 25%, and when you using this skill and successful hit target, your character will get HP recovery increase from 92 point to become 105 point when using this skill. But they just remove super armor effect from this skill when you using it, and they also change hit effect from this skill from bound weapon success that apply to monster to become stiffness. And on this week global app update, there are so many class balancing for all class. There are 25 class that available on Black Desert World that they just make some class balancing for all available class on Black Desert World. And if I explain it one by one, I think this video will become very long. So for more detail for each class, you can check yourself on this video description. I already put link for all these translated website in this video description. You can check it for more detail for all class change that will apply in future that announced on this week global app update. But most of this class balancing is improvement for any class. Okay, next improvement for crafting Florin secret book. Actually, this Florin secret book if item buff to get all life skill mastery plus 100 point and also life skill experience plus 20% for 60 minutes. And in future, they will add new recipe to craft secret book of Florin. That previously to craft the secret book of Florin, you need this Ludowick catalyst or Liana catalyst to craft it using Floramus petal. And in future, they will add new crafting method for crafting secret book of Florin other than using Liana Catalyst and Ludowick Catalyst. You also can craft this secret book of Florin by using 15 pieces Floramus petal and 1 piece blue loot scroll. Because if you're doing any daily and weekly quests from Liana and Ludowick NPC that I guide you on this special video, you will get huge amount of leftover Floramus petal that you get it by doing any weekly and daily quests from Liana and Ludowick NPC. And in future, you can use large number of Floramus petal, 15 pieces, and also 1 piece blue loot scroll to craft the secret book of Florin. And then in future, they will increase maximum pre-order for any kind of ancient magic crystal from central market that will increase from 10 pieces to become 50 pieces. And also they will add any other elixir to become available to use using fairy skill when you want to use this continuous care skill from your fairy. And for more detail about this new fairy skill that they just update previously, you can check my latest guide how to get perfect fairy skill on this special video. And then improvement for Atoraxxion co-op dungeon. In future, they will remove requirement to enter this Atoraxxion dungeon that previously you need this item Talibratir. And if you already have this Talibratir and still keep it on your account, they will give back all this material that you already use to craft this Talibratir in future. So in future, you didn't need to craft this Talibratir to enter any Atoraxxion co-op dungeon either for Valmakea, Sikrakea, and any future other biome like Yolunakea and Orzekea that they will release. And then they also increase any reward that you can get from any Atoraxxion chest, either Valmakea and Sikrakea, that they will increase Decima token that you get from any chest that you get after clearing any Atoraxxion co-op dungeon, either for Elvia and normal difficulty. And then for barrier chest, they also increase maximum enhancement level for any accessory that you can get from this chest. To become maximum, you can get duo enhancement level instead pre-level. And then still about Atoraxxion dungeon, especially one-time reward that you can get after clearing Atoraxxion dungeon, that they just add new reward if you success to finish Atoraxxion co-op dungeon, either Valmakea and Sikrakea. And I think this is interesting reward because you can get this new item Golden Tears of the Desert. But until I release this video, still no more info about what kind of this item, this Golden Tear of the Desert, that we can get it after clearing Valmakea. And then if you clearing Sikrakea, you also will get free pet, Cartios pet tier 1, and any other reward that related with this Atoraxxion dungeon. But they also mention this item Golden Tear of the Desert on any chance that they will make in future for this Atoraxxion dungeon, that we can get this Golden Desert tier from any mini boss on this Atoraxxion dungeon Valmakea. And for this Atoraxxion Valmakea, they will increase drop rate for this Kraken Heart to become 2.5 times than before. And also material to craft this Elvia Thorn will reduce from 10 pieces to become 5 pieces. And then from this Atoraxxion Secrakia dungeon, they also mention we can get this golden deserter from defeating any mini boss from this Secrakia dungeon. And they just reduce material to craft key for this Secrakia Atoraxxion dungeon to become half than before. And also they just add new mechanic that we can lure this special monster on Secrakia to unlock this trap for certain period of time. And then another improvement, they will change this icon token to become like this. And then exchangeable item from this token, they already changed it to become only one time per family, that you can exchange this Decima token to become any item on this list. And the most interesting, you can exchange 3 type of weapon exchange coupon by using 1000 Decima token after this update come. Okay, next World Boss improvement. In future, they will increase Garmod World Boss health to become 1.2 times than before. And also probability to get Garmod Heart will increase to become 1.4 times than before. And then they will improve any item drop from any World Boss, like any kind of lantern for Karanda, Kasarka, Kutum, Nover, and Ovin. And also they will double Hunter Seal that you can get after defeating any World Boss. And in future, if you defeating any World Boss, you have chance to get Advance of Fog plus 30 until 40. And the last, they will increase probability to get any kind of gold bar, either 100G or 1000G from Kasarka, Karanda, Kutum, Ovin, and Nover. And also they just add this golden bar drop after you defeating World Boss Garmod. So you didn't only get Crownstone from Garmod World Boss, you also can get gold bar 100G until 1000G. And next for guild content, in future they will implement any update content that they already announced on last Heidelball 2022. First, about Apprentice Guild member. In future, they will reduce duration for this Apprentice Guild member from 14 days to become 7 days only. And also, any Apprentice Guild member in future can use any Guild Vendor Merchant after winning Not War or Seeds War. And also, any Apprentice Guild member can purchase, use, and save to warehouse any guild item like any kind of trap and any ammunition. And next, in future, they will add skip animation button when you do tier 9 attempt. So in future you can faster your process to get the result when you attempting tier 9 Dream Horse. And then another skip animation, they also implement it when you repair durability or growth any alchemy stone. And then for any update for system and any minor fix and change, I think all of this not too a big deal. Okay, that's all Global Lab update for 30 September 2022. And special thanks to all my membership for direct support via Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. And also my current member, DubyaDude, JimmySnakes, Doki, Angel, Aeyrton, Kesshouban, KiLLSTEAL, Wammy, Token R42, Demonyte, Bebu as gold member, and also all my silver and bronze member. Thank you so much for all your direct support. This will make Poli channel running and growing more faster. If you want to support me directly, I will very grateful. And as special thanks, I will put your name on my video, depend on your support level. And be noticed, for some level there are have some limit, so make sure you didn't get run out for this limited space. And I will put your name on every subsequent video that I release for the duration of your support. And if you want to join my membership to support me directly, you can go to any platform for Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. I already put link for this membership on this video description, or you can check on top right of this video. I already put card for Patreon link. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to my channel for another guide and update. Thank you for watching. See you next time.